seniority, teams make decision. It is meaningless now. Today teams make, today creativity drives the status. A creative personality, age immaterial. He takes great position throughout the world. Corporation, all big corporation. A creative fellow. If you make a great business and with integrity, work with integrity, succeed with integrity, then creativity drives the state. That means leadership will be judged by innovation and promote creativity. Innovation, creative fellow, he is the leader of the organization. Seventh point is, yesterday production determined availability. Today competitiveness is the key. Mind. Competitive is the key. That means leadership will constantly evolve more competitive with knowledge management technology. Three areas. Knowledge management technology, leadership will evolve more competitive with knowledge management technology. Yesterday, value was extra. Today, value is everything. And yesterday, everyone was a competitor. Today, everyone is a customer. That's the 9th point. The 10th point, yesterday, profits were earned through expediencies. Today, profits are earned, work with integrity and succeed with integrity. Leaders will work with integrity and succeed with integrity. It spreads like a breeze. The active promoters of such culture in their team members. When I am saying this to the senior management of LIC, because you are one of the biggest organizations who invest around rupees 19.5 lakh crore in government and infrastructure project, which helps to provide assured return. You have to come out with a plan of investing certain percentage in knowledge sector. Why I am saying that? Now time has come to you to invest in the knowledge sector, which will empower our academic institution and industry like IT industry, knowledge industry, to focus on developing patents, technologies which will bring disruptive knowledge innovation, which will bring a non-linear growth for the national economic development. Now friends, I have talked to, since I am in the midst of the professional for financial and insurance sector, I want to tell you, of course, India is today a third largest economy, they say. But according to me, because number, we are 1 billion people. You earn 100 rupees, 100 crore, 1000 rupees, multiply by 1000 rupees with 1 billion people, you will become a largest economy. The issue is your per capita income. Your per capita income, what is that? Billion people, per capita income, what is that? LIC has to ask itself, per capita income of the people of 600, 700 million people, 70% of the people in villages, what I have done? LIC I have done to increase the per capita income. That's a question you have to ask yourself in your conference. Put the number, then you will. Now friend, with this, of course I have written how our economy slowed down in 2010, 2010, 2011, or even 4% we went to GDP growth. But some silence is there in our economy. We are recovering back to 7.5% GDP growth, but that's not sufficient. Now, I have been presenting in many forums. I teach also in IIM Ahmedabad, IIM Shillong, and India in this Anna University. Some places I teach. I teach you and evolved with, during teaching I evolved what is called distinct profile of India by 2020. About 10 years back, I evolved distinctive profile of India by 2020, and that means another 5 years' time. What type of India we should do, evolve. 10 years back it was done, but slightly some improvement taking place, but we have to do it fast. Since you are an economic institution, I thought of presenting to you. A distinct profile of India by 2020, let me present to you. First one, a nation where the rural and urban divide is a reduced thin line. 600,000 villages, 700 million people one side, Bombay people, Calcutta people, Madras people, less than 300 million people are another side. We should not think 300 million people is your objective. Your target 700 million people of 600,000 villages. Where the rural to urban divide is reduced, that's why I propose what is called Pura. Providing urban amenities in the rural area, cluster the village, give them physical connectivity, electronic connectivity, and knowledge connectivity so that you can give the economic connectivity. You can adopt 100 villages, see the core competence what they are having, give the physical connectivity, electronic connectivity, knowledge connectivity, and so economic connectivity will come. That is a great job. God also will like. Only here politician will like what you give, but their God will like. Isn't it? No? You don't agree with me? You are all very serious. Now, second one, a nation where there is equitable distribution and adequate access to energy and quality water. Energy and quality water is going to be a big crisis. Because the energy what you use, they are all from fossil fuel, dirty fuel. You are fair in environment. Delhi 384, you are 240. Because sea takes care of some of your sins, okay? But what is important is we have to get rid of this fossil fuel power. Fossil fuel power, oil, petrol, 70%, 80% of fuel we get from where? That's our 80,000 crores, 800,000 crores. Nearly 80% of our foreign exchange goes there in purchasing the oil. We must get rid of that. Big challenge. LIC should pioneer to come out of the mess. That is clean power. Can I have a clean power? Solar power, wind power, biofuel, nuclear power. Your money where it should go for a clean power so that you can live in better Bombay, better India, better Madras, better Calcutta. So the nation where agriculture, industry, service sector work together in symphony. It is not good only agriculture. Farmers give us 260 million tons of food. The industry fellows have to produce 9% to 10% GDP growth. They are doing 2 to 3% now. A nation where agriculture, industry, service sector 50% of the economy, they are doing that. So a nation where education value system is not denied to any meritorious candidate. A nation which is the best destination for the most talented scholars, scientists, and investors. Investors should like, okay, if in India there is a own window system, I invest and that's ready to immediately give me place and power and water, I can start the industry. Can you facilitate that? LIC can facilitate? These are all questions. A nation with the best destination for most talented scholars, scientists, investors. A nation where the best of healthcare is available to all. A nation where the governance is responsive, transparent, corruption-free. All these will go negative if there is a corruption. So corruption, where does it start? It's not in Delhi, it starts. We have 250 million houses we have. India has got 250 million houses. Each house has 4 to 5 guys. Okay? So 250 million to 5, 1.2 will come. Billion. So if each home, if you can assure, I will work with the integrity and succeed with the integrity, the nation will become a great nation. No corruption. So I have started a movement. I have met so far 20 million youth last 2 decades. Youth means not in your age. They are all 20 below, 22 below. And these fellows, I tell them, I am giving you a job. The 20 million people, 2 decades I address them. The job is, if you get a motorcycle or a car, you boy or girl, if you are convinced this, your father can't afford this, can you refuse it? I ask them. They'll be silent. Most of them will be silent. Then suddenly they get up. They will say, oh, we will not accept such things. We will see to that our parents work with integrity and succeed with integrity. They take a oath. I don't think all 20 billion people, they will improve, but definitely 5 to 10% of the people will change. But here you all can change. Isn't it? Corruption doesn't come from Delhi only. Corruption starts from everywhere. So, a nation where the governance is responsive, transparent, corruption-free. A nation where poverty has been totally eradicated, illiteracy removed, and crimes against women and children are absent, and none in the society feels alienated. It's a big challenge. A nation that prosperous, healthy, secure, devoid of terrorism, peaceful, and happy, and continues with a sustainable growth path. We need a sustainable growth path. A nation that's one of the best places to live in and is proud of its leadership. We should be proud of our leadership. So friends, with this we have given a mission. What is the type of mission? 5 missions. One is agriculture, agro-food processing coupled the reliable quality electric power using the clean power, solar power, and then education and healthcare, particularly women education, and 4 information communication technology and connecting all the 600,000 villages, and self-reliant critical technology. These 5 areas are closely interrelated, and progress in a coordinated way will lead to a food, economic, and national security. So friends, I thought, now I would like to talk to you creative leadership. I have defined creative leadership from competitiveness, I went to national development, to creative leadership, creative leader I came. Now I want to define what is the creative leadership. I have seen 3 dreams which have taken shape as a vision, mission, realization. One, I worked in 2 decades at ISRO. I have seen Vikram Sarabhai, the visionary. I have seen Satish Dhawan working there. They were my chairman. I worked with them 7 years each. Then 20 years I worked with Defense Research and R. And 10 years I worked in all sorts of places like DST and all that. Now friends, I have seen 3 dreams which have taken shape as a vision, mission, realization. One is space program, because 20 years I was there. Of ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization, there I happened to they gave me a responsibility to build the first satellite launch vehicle. I put a satellite in the orbit, 1980. Now Agni program of DRDO, that is long range missile system. When I was in DRDO, I was responsible. Then when I became the President of India, I worked the India 2020 vision marketing, India 2020 vision, that is through addressing the parliament members. 10 times I addressed how important India 20 economically developed nation. And then 2 governors conference, 2 prime ministers participated, that is Vajpayee ji was prime minister and Manmohan Singh ji prime minister. Then I have addressed 15 assemblies, legislative assemblies I addressed about India 2020 vision and Pura. And yesterday I was with UP Chief Minister and his team. UP, you know, is the largest state. You know? I hope you are all know. How many of you are from UP? How many of you are UP? Lift your hand. Boldly lift. Okay. 220 million people and 100 million youth. Nearly half youth. Yesterday I gave a presentation. pathway for development I gave to UP. Now 9 pathways I gave that. Now all of them, for example, one of them is drinking water. I hope you are interested. Drinking water is a big crisis. There will be a big rivers going, but people have to drink so that they don't have problems and diseases. So how the drinking water can be given, free drinking water, and cost will come through ATM. ATM, you take the money. ATM, you can use the ATM to get the water also. So I have proposed an idea. Water you supply, free water certain people, cost you give for certain people, ATM, see the identity, provide the water. Clean water. So as an example I say, the third one, Pura, I have worked also, providing urban amenities in rural area when I was a president, and I have communicated this. In these 3 programs, one is space program, another DRDO program, another is providing urban amenities rural area, Pura. Of course, these 3 programs succeed in the midst of many challenges and problems. I have worked in all these 3 areas. I would like to convey to you, the leaders of divisional managers, divisional leaders. I want to convey to you what I have learned on the leadership from these 3 programs. ISRO's program, DRDO program, President of India program, 3 programs, Pura, Agni, and the SLV3 program. What I learned, leader must have a vision. Any organization, for example, Vikram Sarabhai gave a vision to space program. At that time, there was no communication satellite in the orbit. He said India should launch communication satellite. Same thing happened in defense. When we Agni launched, we are the first fellows, Agni, the way, and we are the first people, our space people, recently they have achieved putting the first attempt, putting the space probe, that's Mars probe, MOM, they call it MOM, mission MOM, and they put in the orbit around the Mars. First time in the world they have done, first time. So I learned leader must have a vision. Second quality, leader must have passion to realize the vision. Passion to realize the vision, you don't, in Delhi we have got an example. That is Sridharan, metro man. That metro guy, he worked very hard. He worked with integrity and succeeded with integrity. And gave us nearly 2 million people transported every day. What more you want for the passion to realize the vision? Leader must be able to travel into the unexplored path. Leader like you, unexplored path, you have to think of what type of competition you are going to have. How do you, before that, what type of market you should create yourself. And leader must be able to travel the unexplored path. Leaders should know how to manage success and failure. Leaders should know how to manage. When I failed, first launch in space, Satish Dhawan said, Kalam, remember, there will be a problem when you do a big job. But problem should not become your captain. You should become the captain of the problem, defeat the problem and succeed. But when I succeeded, the next year when I succeeded putting the satellite in the orbit using my own rocket, he was not there in the press conference. He said, you go and conduct the press conference. The leader absorbed the failure. The leader of the organization absorbed the failure. The leader gives the success to the credit of people, his people. So leader must have courage to take decision. You know, institution like LIC, ISRO, DRDO, all these hundreds of decisions you have to take. Something will go bad also. So, but you become the captain of the bad problem, defeat the problem and succeed. And the leader should have a nobility in management. Now the problem comes. Can you have the nobility in management? Management, nobility, are they go together? No. You are all silent. It should go together. Nobility in management. Leader should be transparent in every action because he works with, and then leader with work integrity and succeed with their work with integrity and succeed with integrity. For success in all our mission, your missions, LIC missions, you have to become creative leaders. Creative leadership means exercise the vision to change the traditional role from the commander to coach. You will not be the commander. You will become the coach. Manager to mentor. You will not be a manager. You will be a mentor. From director to delegator. And from one who demands the respect to one who facilitates self-respect. For a prosperous and developed India, the important thrust will be on the generation of number of creative leaders from politics to life insurance business and the education business. So friends, in conclusion, dear friends, thinking generates innovative ideas. Out of box solution you get. If you crystallize your thought, you will find a beautiful answer. And purpose of life blossom from that single thought. Friends, history has proven. What history has proven? History has proven that those who dare to imagine the impossible are those one who break all the human limitations. Every field of human endeavor, whether science, medicine, sports, arts,